How's it going? So I'm out here messing around on my M11 dual motor electric scooter here. It's a 6,000 watt scooter, has dual 3,000 watt motors, a 30 amp hour battery, top speed probably somewhere around 55 miles an hour or something like that. I'm too scared to do a top speed run because it wobbles once you get over like 43 miles an hour. Hey guys, before we get too far into the video, please just take a second and like the video, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions. I'm really trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I got a long way to go. If you're already subscribed, the most important thing you can do to help my channel is to watch the video all the way through. Thanks in advance. Let's get back into it. There is a steering dampener available for it. The company said they were going to send me one, Geofought, but they haven't sent me one yet. So I'm waiting on that before I do a top speed run on it. Right now I'm just keeping it in drive mode. It has 3 power modes: Eco, Drive, and Sport. Sport is scary. This is like actually the very first BEV e-bike anything that scares me. Because it is very torquey in sport mode with the dual motor mode on. Yeah, it'll peel out pretty much every time. In the last video I didn't have the seat on, so this one I do, so I'm kind of giving it a fair shake with the seat on. I had it on and tested it just like for a little bit before, but I didn't really actually go out and go for a long ride. Oh, I thought that was a cop. He doesn't like scooters. You know, the seating position, it feels a little awkward to me just because I'm not used to having my feet in front of me like this. I'm used to just straddling like a bike, but it's okay. My biggest issue, I think, is going to be the seat that this thing comes with, because it has one of those shock stems, you know, which is nice to have, but this scooter is already full suspension, you know, and on top of the shock stem, or the spring stem, whatever you want to call it, it's got springs in the seat. And with a scooter as torquey as this is, it kind of throws you back. You're almost like on like a little teeter-totter thing, like, you know, those little spring rides you see at old playgrounds that kids get on. That's kind of what it feels like. There's too much springiness into it. So I wish they would have just put a regular seat without any springs or anything in it, because it's already full suspension. It's already going to be fairly comfortable. Yeah, I like how this thing has turn signals right there, because I had to get over, use my turn signals. They saw it, I was able to get in. So cool. Anyways, yeah, I wish they just had like just a regular seat without any springs or anything like that. Would have made this thing a lot more stable and not so sketchy to ride. I'll probably end up just buying a new seat post and seat for it and sticking it on there. And hopefully they'll send me that steering stabilizer and I can do a couple of top speed runs. So this thing does have brake lights and a horn, turn signals, and all that kind of stuff. So it's got some safety features. I am actually already getting used to the seating position and riding it like this. Actually, it feels a little less sketch sitting down than it does standing up for some reason. I know standing up you have a better view of what's in front of you. You can see over cars and stuff like that. It just feels wrong to me. I guess it's been riding motorcycles and electric bikes and stuff like that for so long. I'm just kind of used to seated position. I mean, for as cheap as this thing is, it is friggin' fast. It's only like $12.99 shipped. That includes shipping. You can get it on my store, FewMoto.com, link in the description. Alright, so I've had it in drive mode the entire time. I just stuck it in sport. Jeez Louise. I mean, I gotta hang on for dear life in sport mode. I mean, it's fun, it's exhilarating, it's just a little scary. It's such a tiny little machine, and just being able to smoke the cars off the line with the torque and acceleration is just so weird. Let me see if I need to get over, use my turn signal. So I'm cutting this part in right here. It's actually the next week. Now, I kind of watched the video a little bit, and I didn't even do any off-road testing or anything like that, so I just want to throw a little bit of that in here. So there's this like little hill right here. It's pretty steep. I just kind of want to figure out what the torque is like as far as climbing hills, and then get an idea about how the suspension feels bumping around off-road a little bit. Alright, so let's just start from a stop here and then hit it. I got it in, let's put it in sport mode. So let's just see how it goes. Gotta be careful with the throttle, it just peels out. Oh, it took the hill like it was absolutely nothing. I've done that test with like other scooters, dual motor scooters, and they couldn't make it up. This thing just flew up like nothing. So, whoa, sheesh. But it's peeling out every time I hit the throttle, so it makes it a little bit difficult. A lot of you guys are asking about another bike, the AKES King Kong range test. You can see the weather has been just nothing but thunderstorms like the last week. I haven't really been able to film anything, so we just got a break in the rain, so I'm out here just filming this little piece so I can throw it in to the video for this guy here. But either it's probably not going to be till next week that the AKES range video comes out. It's supposed to rain all week too, so we'll see what I can do. Sorry if you've been waiting for it, but you know, I can't control the weather. So it actually felt pretty good bouncing around off road. It was pretty comfortable. I'm bouncing up and down in my seat. Here, let's go to this other area over here. Problem is, it's hard to find a place that's not like flooded where I can ride. I am getting better at riding it in the seated position. I kind of have to lean forward a little bit. Definitely a different seat would make a big difference. Yeah, damn it, it's gonna be all flooded over here. Actually, I don't think I can ride off-road right here. I mean, I can just do the grass a little bit, but it actually feels pretty, I mean, just bouncing around like this, I mean, it's pretty bumpy. It feels, you can definitely go out and like, you know, ride trails and stuff like that. Not with a lot of bumps, obviously, like or jumps or anything like that. But if you have an actual trail, yeah, it's more than capable of riding comfortably on trails, I think. So what are we at? We're at like 12 miles now. I think it started off with like 7, so we've done 5 miles of mixed type riding. Some of it's been pretty fast, and we still have our full bars worth of batteries there. Man, I've been saying this, I'll say it in my other video too. If you're a manufacturer and you're still not putting the battery percentage on your displays, you're messing up, because people hate that. I hate it. I don't know how many other YouTubers have said stuff like that. If you just got the bars on there and no battery percentage, you're not listening to your consumers. Fix that, because it's really annoying. Besides that, this manufacturer, I mean, there's some people that the Geofought, they've had negative reviews in the past, you know, regarding the motors failing, and they took care of that by, you know, just putting new motors in them, more high-end, higher expensive motors, or more expensive motors, and they haven't had those problems since then. And then the other issue is just assembly quality, where people receive the bikes and they're not going through and thoroughly tightening everything. They're assuming that everything's coming tight from the manufacturer, and then they're losing bolts and stuff like that, which, yeah, it's not good. The manufacturer should be putting Loctite on all their bolts so they don't come loose like that, which they don't. I've given them this feedback, and I hope they change their assembly process to add Loctite. But what I do is, when I get it, I just make sure everything's tight. I go through it, and I'll add Loctite myself. So as long as you do that, I mean, it's an extra step when you get the bike to assemble it, but you're pretty much ensuring yourself you don't have any issues like that. So besides that, I mean, the motor and the batteries are not an issue with these things. This thing's fast and torquey as hell. The quality actually seems very good to me. I think Geofought is really stepping up their game in terms of quality. They do have still some minor electrical issues regarding their turn signals and lights and stuff like that. Last I spoke with them, they said that they've actually resolved that issue by changing, I think, lowering the voltage or doing something in their wiring, or how they wire their lights and turn signals and stuff like that. So I don't think that's an issue anymore. But if you look at what's out there, I mean, for the price at $12.99, 30 amp hours, 60 volts, you know what I mean? Dual motors, 6,000 watts. I mean, you just can't beat the price. People are selling like little shitty ass 500 watt scooters for like 1,600 bucks. It's stupid. Take the sidewalk. Ugh. Be a good sort of test of the suspension here. Jeez, I gotta turn the power down just because it just accelerates too fast. Yeah, if you're riding a sidewalk trying to do casual, you kind of gotta put it like in eco or like just drive mode. I mean, I do like this scooter a lot. It does like have a high quality feel to it. I like how it has the headlights and all the safety features and stuff, the power. Only test is the range. So after today, when I charged it all the way up and I had 7 miles on it when I jumped on it, up to 10. So I'm not going to charge it again until the battery is almost completely gone to see what the range is, and then I'll make a little range video. Yeah, but for now I just wanted to do a quick ride just to kind of give you my impressions on the seated position. I think it's fine. I like it better than the standing position. I just wish they had a different seat in post. But yeah, let me know what questions you have. Link for the bike is in the description. Again, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, whatever. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.